Hi, this is Rai Liang, and doing the probability in stochastic homework 8, the question number 2. That the Poisson process with a parameter lambda that is blah blah blah, given that the probability mass function. Now that define the new stochastic process as x mapping to 1 and a minus 1 with n is odd or even. That's very clear, right? And here the first question is to ask us to find the probability of x t equals to 1, which we could write here. Think about it that p is a probability mass function, and given that time is settled, so if the n is an even, or if x mapping to 1, that is n is equal to an odd number, which means we need to add them up as I write here as a sum form, which is could have an expansion of e to the power of minus lambda t times lambda t plus the prime times the lambda t cubic over the 3 factorial, and so on and so forth. We could probably think about the first time that the all of the probability mass function added together is 1. That is the definition of a probability. And we could get this very annoying part equals to the e to the power of lambda t. And the same kind of a mapping method, we could also acquire that with a minus 1 times to the power of I, that is to create 1 minus 1 plus, and so on and so forth to cancel some certain element of the sequence and to double some part of that. Equals to the e to the power of lambda minus lambda t, which is very easy for us to get this one here as these two, so that all of that minus this one is equals to the 2 times of what we need of this in a parenthesis. And finally we get the x equals to 1 equals to probability is equals to here. Pretty easy. And the next question asks to find the expected value of an xt, which means that the first time is only the create the partial of that, and what we need to do is to find another part of that, which is x is mapping to the minus 1, and it's pretty easy also because the last question is already gave us what we need to do here, and we write it together. We write it directly as plus and minus here, which is very easy to compute. A third question has to find the correlation of a two time, which is in t1 and t2. To solve this question, correlation is nothing but the expected value of a 2 times the processes times together, which means in a discrete form of that is a sum with x1 and x2 times p x1 and x2 some jointly density function, jointly mass function, and the 2 times an individual, and it's not individual. We should say that's an independent. So it's nothing but the times to multiply each other with, and to put them together, and to get 1 we need to plus 1 and plus 1 and then minus 1 and minus 1, which gives us the 2 choices here, and the 2 minus 1 is the same as the across one. You get what I mean. And it's a heavy computation here to write it all over as 2 lines, very long polynomial. We cancel the not needed parts, we get the very beginning of here. E to the power of minus 2 times lambda times t1 plus t2. Yeah, probably maybe wrong, but I don't know how to get a t2 minus t1, whatever. And the last question is the next in white sense stationary processing? I don't think so because expected value are the matter of t are the function of t. So expected value um, is not 10 minutes. So the expected value is not with not any concern about the time, as I run in a book. Sorry, it's a Chinese book, but it should be not concerned with the time. So xt is not white sense stationary. And that was pretty much about the question 2. Thank you.